good afternoon, good night, whenever you're watching this video. Welcome back to my channel, Sailor's Wife, Crazy Life. So, it is October 30th. So, whoop whoop, one more day to Halloween. We are all super excited. My good girlfriend came back yesterday, so tonight we are going to go carve our pumpkins. We were waiting for her to come back from California to be able to carve, and I'm super excited because this TT gets to see her niece after 2 weeks. Yeah, a little over 2 weeks. And so I'm super excited for them to come home, and the girls are super excited. Brendan's super excited for TT to be back, and they have been dying and dying and dying to carve their pumpkins, and I have explained to them that we're waiting for TT to come back and that then we will go forth and carve. So we are going to go over there tonight. So just a disclaimer, if I get interrupted or if you hear my phone go off from my Ring doorbell, it is because maintenance is here. They're coming to check our sprinkler systems. You guys know that we live in military housing, so you guys are just going to see me kind of put a little bit of a face on. I have a friend popping up right there, and it hurts so bad. TMI for you guys. And if my hair looks a little cray cray, it is because I just got out of the shower. So now you can actually see when it's wet how long my hair has actually gotten. And I actually cut my own hair. You know, I do the YouTube method, and it has worked tried and true for me for like the last year and a half. I just kind of flip it upside down, put it right at the front of my head, and then I trim it off, and I have thinning shears, so I feather it all out and everything, and it's just to get the dead ends off. I don't cut a huge amount off of it. Like at most, I think the last time I cut, because it had been a while, I cut maybe ½ an inch off of it. So at this point, it is like right at chest level. And if I put it behind me, obviously, because it is longer when I put it behind me because it's in the V shape, it probably comes down past my bra strap in the back, my middle bra strap. So yeah, it's getting way too long. I'm in that mood right now where I want to cut it, but then I don't want to cut it because this mama likes her messy bun. And if I can't put it up, y'all, I am miserable because I have it's baby fine, but I have a lot of baby fine hair. So it's super thick most of the time when I do go have my hair colored, because as you can see, it is an ombre or balayage to blonde at the bottom. And I am going, hopefully in the next couple weeks, I want to get it more blonde. I miss my blonde. I've always been a blonde, and then I screwed up and dyed my hair dark, so it never really went back to my blonde color, and I was blonde. I was like Sophia blonde, so I was this color when I was younger, like Sophia blonde. So I kind of miss it. But anyways, we're just gonna get ready and we're gonna talk a little bit. So I have on my Scrub Life t-shirt today. This is like my favorite Simply Southern t-shirt other than my football one that I have. So I actually had a watcher ask me if I could do a video about trust in the military. Now, I am not super religious, so if I offend anybody, I greatly apologize. So, I can say that I'm Christian. I do not go to church every Sunday, that kind of thing. But here's where I'm getting at with the trust situation. My husband and I have been married now 10 years. And one, there's been no indication that either one of us has ever cheated on one another. I certainly have not. You know, as a wife of a military spouse, or active duty military, that thought, I think, is kind of always in the back of your mind. Like, you know, especially because I married my husband very young and he became a father right out the gate. There was no like honeymoon phase or anything like that. And y'all, my husband is a great father. I'm not like talking bad about him and his fatherly duties in any way, shape, or form. However, I think that thought is always in the back of our mind, that maybe there's a chance, no matter how much they love you, that temptation can get the best of them. Or we all know that sailors like to drink, and maybe, you know, I do not believe that, you know, you can be so drunk that you don't remember something, or that your morals go out the window. But I do know people that get blackout drunk. My husband does not. So, at least not that I know of, because I've seen him pretty drunk. So I don't believe my husband's ever cheated on me. So when I say, you know, being Christian and stuff like that, I just, in my personal inner self, I have to leave it up to God that, you know, this is the relationship I'm supposed to be in. That my husband loves me enough that he would never cheat on me. And that I love him enough that I would never cheat on him. And that that we're a good fit. I know that there are mistakes that are made when people get angry at one another. And I have, you know, heard the downside of some of those stories. You know, I've got girlfriends that, you know, their husbands and them get into an argument and immediately he starts talking to somebody, or he cheats, or she gets pissed and she cheats. And y'all, this is not, it doesn't make you a bad person if, God forbid, that has ever happened to you. And, you know, my girlfriend who has had that happen to her, you know, they've fixed their marriage. And I am 100% happy for them, because they are meant to be together. And I'm not going to name any names, obviously, because, you know, I don't want to get anybody in trouble, but those people were able to work on their marriage, and they were able to fix whatever was, you know, broken in their marriage. And I'm so happy that they did, because like I said, they definitely are a couple that need to be together. They complete one another, as corny as that sounds. But on the other hand, I believe that you just kind of have to leave it up to God and leave it in the hands of, I trust my husband, until he gives you a reason not to, or my wife, whichever one is in the military. You just kind of have to leave it, like I said, up to the fact that I trust him or her. You know, unless you have a reason or feel a reason, because I believe that gut feelings lead somewhere. I really do. I don't feel that when you have a gut feeling that you're crazy. I really do believe that there is a reason why, especially us women. I feel like, you know, men kind of chalk it up to, she's just crazy. I really do believe in women's intuition. The times that I have felt in the past, not with my husband, but with my ex, that, you know, something's going on. Something's not right. Something's just weird. Kid you not, he was cheating on me. So, I 100% believe in women's intuition, and that we know when something is going on. I don't care what men say. So yeah, just leave it up to God, or to whomever you believe in, or even if it's just that, you know, you have internal faith that they're not going to do anything while they're gone to make you feel like they would cheat. And for anybody who has been cheated on in the past, I apologize. I know how that feels. It is the worst feeling in the world to be cheated on. And there is no words that can even make someone feel better when something like that happens to them. And the only thing that you can do is just pray that, you know, if it doesn't work out, or if it's something that you cannot fix with your spouse or significant other, that it wasn't meant to be in the first place. And as hard as that is to hear when you've just been cheated on, you know, there's a reason for everything. I was cheated on, like I said, by my ex. It's no you know, it's no secret. He cheated on me when my daughter was 6 weeks old. I'm pretty sure that he was cheating on me long before that with other people, but he got busted when my daughter was 6 weeks old, and that's when we broke up and I met my husband. And I feel like if my ex had not cheated on me and I had gone completely oblivious, you know, we would still be together and I would still be getting cheated on. And that's not a relationship that I nor anybody else deserve to be in. No woman or man, for that matter, deserves to be cheated on or to have that trust broken within your relationship for any reason whatsoever. And like I said, if you have been, you know, I hope that you can work through whatever you have going on. Maybe you can fix it. And I hope to God that, you know, your marriage or your relationship sustains that type of heartbreak, because I feel like even if my ex and I would have worked out in some way, shape, or form, if he would have been even remotely remorse about anything he'd ever done, that maybe we could have worked it out, especially for my daughter. I've always been one that didn't want my daughter to grow up in a broken household. And you know, I can sit here and say till I'm blue in the face that if my husband right now were to cheat on me, that we would try to work it out and I would try to give him a second chance, but it's hard until you're in that situation. And it's all about, you know, circumstances, and I don't even know if that, you know, I think for me saying that I would want to work on things is because I couldn't imagine being without my husband. At this point, you know, I see ourselves old and crotchety and bitching at each other, sitting in rocking chairs, watching our grandkids run around, you know, the typical like old lady scenario that every woman wants, I think. And I couldn't imagine, you know, any other person with me when it comes to that scenario than my husband. But until you're in a situation where you get cheated on, you know, pardon me, nobody really knows how they're going to react or how they're going to manage the situation. So, to each his own. I hope that the person who asked me to do this video has not had to experience that. And I don't really have any other advice. And I know it sucks, but I really don't have any other advice other than to just leave it up to faith or God or, you know, whomever you want to put your faith in. Even if it's you want to put your faith in your husband. Because that's pretty much what I do. Like I said, he's never given me a reason to believe that he's ever cheated on me. And that's why we have no trust issues. So, anyways, that's my kind of like little rant, or I guess word of advice for anybody who's in the military or spouse of a military person, and you know, they want to know how we deal with trust when they're gone. You know, and the trust just doesn't stop when they come home from deployment. I mean, they're going to work and they're doing their thing, and you know, sometimes you can feel left out, and sometimes you can feel like there's something going on even when they are home. And you know, I think the majority of people, their biggest trust issues are when they're on deployment. And you know, like I said, the best advice I can give you is just have faith that unless he's giving you a reason to question his fidelity to you, then you just have to leave it to the fact that he loves me, he's not going to cheat, and he's going to come home, and you know, we're going to go back to the way everything was before, and everything will be all good. So that's kind of my half a face, you guys. I just wanted to kind of look halfway presentable, and I still need to do my eyebrows and throw on some mascara, but I'm not gonna do that on camera just because y'all all know I make some weird wonky faces when I'm putting on my eyebrows and stuff that y'all don't even care to see or want to see. So there's my little rant for you guys today, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. Like this video if you did, and please share to all of your friends who are military spouses who you know may be having issues with fidelity or insecurities about their relationship. I hope and pray to God there's less of those than there are more, but we all know the nature of the beast when it comes to military and them being gone. As always, you guys, please subscribe to my channel. All of the new people that have subscribed, I enjoy your subscription as long as the other people who have subscribed to my channel. So, as always, you guys, please, please, please keep living the crazy life. See ya.